97% of businesses owned by women or women in their career do not hit up to 100K in revenue. And in today's video, we're going to fix that. You see, that number stopped me first when I first saw it. Initially, I got curious as to what separated 3% from the 97%. Is it talent? Is it education? Is it business model? And I spent time studying this, and I've actually worked with a couple of women as well. And here is what I found, and it's not what I expected. 97% are not feeling because they are not smart enough. They are feeling because there are invisible blocks, at least 5 of them, that nobody in the business space is being honest about. And today, I'm going to name every single one of them, and I'm going to tell you exactly how you can be able to break through. Now, the block number 1, without wasting your time, is that your identity hasn't caught up with your income goal. If you've been following me all the time, there's something I always say. It doesn't matter if you lose everything. Maybe you were once a millionaire and you lose everything. As long as you have that identity, it's just a matter of time. You're going to bounce back. But if you give a poor man, a poor woman, $1 million and she upgrades her lifestyle, if she has the identity of a poor woman, just give it time. I bet you, through heaven and earth, she will bounce back to the state of her mind. And the funny thing is that this is something that will be logically explainable. There's something I always say, that every level you want, every income level you want, wherever you want to be in life already exists. It's not going to fall from heaven. That woman you want to be already exists, and she is the one waiting for you, but she's not waiting for this current version of you. She's waiting for you to upgrade. She's waiting for you to step up. She's waiting for you to be able to know exactly who you are and step into your identity of who you are. There's this lady I work with, her name is Lisa. She's been in the coaching business for about 2 years, making about 2 to 4K a month. And she just always described herself like it's just a small side hustle that I do by the side. And she was always been apologetic whenever she talks about her prices. She was basically not operating as a 6-figure entrepreneur. She was operating as somebody that was hoping to become one. And you see, that gap is the very thing that kept her stuck for years. 100K plus, $1 million plus is not just an income level, it's an identity. And before you hit it financially, you have to embody it. I don't care if you have a 6-figure job, if you do not carry the identity of someone who has it, I bet you still be living like somebody who makes 30K per year. It's an identity before the income level. This means things like, how do you introduce yourself? How do you talk about your offer? How do you talk about things that you do? Are you making decisions from who you are or from where you're going? You see, those things matters a lot. The second block I'm going to be telling you about is that you are pricing your way into poverty. Pricing is a huge thing for me whenever I work with my client, because we all struggle with it. I still struggle with pricing too. I remember I went to a mastermind, and the man said to us, all of you are pricing way below what you're supposed to price. And here is the math that breaks people's brain. To hit 100K a year, if you're charging $50 per hour, you need at least 2,000 hours. And that's like 40 hours plus per week, 52 weeks, no vacation. And if you remove taxes, of course, you'll be way lesser than that. But just imagine you're upgrading to at least $500 per hour. You need just 200 hours, and that's about 4 hours a week. That's very sustainable. Let's assume you're even applying more leverage and you're not even trading time for money. That would even completely transform the equation. That's how people become to do. And the pricing is not humility. And I know we struggle with this a lot, because sometimes we women we tend to be very apologetic about where we are. We want to please everybody, we want to be this helper. And I used to be that person as well too. But underpricing is not humility. It's self-destruction that is dressed up as kindness. Study was done in Princeton study, and it shows that higher priced services, right, were rated more effectively even when they were identical to lower price option. What does this mean? The chances are that if somebody tells you today that I want to prices for $50 and you see another one for $1,000, your brain will naturally choose, even if your budget is not up to, your brain will naturally tell you that the one of $1,000 is much more effective and the one of $50 is not going to be effective, or it's like fake. That's because price signals values, and if you are pricing at a very low price, you are signaling doubt. That's the major reason why you are stuck in your income, and it even make you become very resentful in your business. The block number 3 is that you are busy doing $10 hour tax in a 100K business or career. What do I mean by this? You see, this thing about being busy, I used to be someone that it always fall back to. Business is one of the most dangerous stories that we tell ourselves, because it always feels like as if you are being productive when you are not. Because most of the time, what you're trying to do is that you are doing what I call a comfortable avoidance. So I used to do that as well, to do all those things. It felt like even when I was resting on my business, if I was not working, that means I was not being active. But the truth of the matter is 90% of all these things that we're doing are $10 tax. They are not the things that actually move the needle in your business. I had this client, Danielle, that was working 60-hour week, doing social media, admin, email delivery, all of these things. And by the time we were a call, like tracking time, I asked her to track her time for a week, and less than 8% was spent on the real revenue generating activity. That's the major reason why you look as if your business is stuck. You don't spend time on what is called revenue generating activity. And by the time we restructured her week 1, week 2, she had her first 10K month, working lesser hours. So most of you are just stuck in doing $10 activity instead of you to be doing what actually moves the needle in your business. Hire out. Every business owner, if you're a business owner, you need to hire out, not just in terms of your business, even for your home. If you know that this thing is draining your time, like maybe laundry or things like that, you're not less of a woman when you hire for help. And the block number 4 is that you are in the wrong room. Now, this is a huge thing for a lot of women. So you will not find 100K clients in $100 communities. If the people in your network are in the same income level as you are, if you are the type of person that's always looking for a free event, or you're the type of person that's always looking for free mastermind, and you're surrounding yourself, you are indirectly setting a ceiling for your income. Change your circle. What do I mean? I'm not saying go and force yourself on people, but be in the rooms of people that are where you want to be, and they will inspire you to be there. Okay, you are an average of 5 people you spend the most time with, and it's backed by decades of social science research. So your income is heavily correlated by your social cycle. So think about like 5 I spend, you talk business with the most. What's your average income? That's your data right there. Now, block number 5 is what I call receiving a wound. Now, this is the deepest one because your business coach would not address this one. This is the one that I know that affects most women that I work with. Most women, we have been raised in an environment where we have been taught money is scarce, where ambition felt unsafe. And so subconsciously, we've had this block against receiving. And this affected me for a long time as well. So even when I had my own partner, and then I found it very difficult to receive help. I found it very difficult to receive things because I was always a person that I always love to give, very difficult to receive. You don't become wealthy by always giving, you also become wealthy by receiving and giving as well too. And this shows up as discounting as last minute, giving too much for free, feeling guilty after a good when you want to reach a prize, it fights against it, downplaying your result, even as little things as even simple as compliments. So many women do not even know how to receive compliments. You find it very difficult to be able to receive compliments from people. So you out end your relationship with receiving. That's the truth. If you find it very difficult to receive, there's a certain amount of income that you would not be able to get to. There's the truth. If you want to build a proper 6 and 7 figure income, it's not going to come with fancy cameras, fancy audiences, huge audiences, perfect niche, most hardworking. It's already available to you. It's already there, but you have to close that gap between who you are right now and who you need to become. And so those two need to be able to align. That identity gap needs to be closed, and it starts with the decisions you are taking today. I'll see you guys in my next video.